All right. Let's make sure. Can everyone hear all right? Well, good morning. It is wonderful to see all of you. Thank you for coming to this really exciting event, the groundbreaking for Casa del Rey. My name is Robert Wittenberg. I'm the Oakland County Treasurer, and I'm also the chair of our Oakland County Land Bank Authority. And to get us started, we're going to do a prayer. We have Mary Lou Cole from Embassy Covenant Church International.
Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to represent Bishop Hugh Daniel Smith, who is the senior pastor of Embassy Covenant Church International. Let us pray. Father, we thank you today for this opportunity to mark the official beginning of this renovation project of Casa del Rey, which incidentally means House of the King. We thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for this moment in time, for this project shall serve to preserve a portion of history in Seminole Hills, and at the same time, contribute to an even better future for individuals, for families, for this community, and for the city of Pontiac. We thank you for the visionaries of this project. We thank you for the collaboration, every person, every civic and community leader, every business or organization or institution that has come together to make this day possible. Father, as we break ground today, we dedicate this entire project to you, and we humbly ask that your eyes, your hands, your favor, and your resources would continue to rest upon it from this day until the day of its completion. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Well, this is truly exciting. It's a wonderful turnout. Nice to see so many faces here today. And I want to give a little history about this beautiful building that's right here. In 2014, Casa del Rey was tax foreclosed. So it came over to our office in the Oakland County Treasurer's office. Sorry, that's a little redundant. It's been sitting vacant since then. And Jill Robinson, who is our deputy treasurer, and she's also now, we have since opened a land bank, started a land bank. Yeah, we can acknowledge Jill. Raise your hand, Jill. There she is. She's also the executive director of our Oakland County Land Bank, and this has been a labor of love for Jill for 10 years. And she has been in charge of maintaining this property. And over time, she has met with several capable developers to try to rehab this beautiful building here, and they can never quite get the capital stack to work. And then we started the Oakland County Land Bank in 2022, and it was specifically to do challenging projects like this. And in 2023, Jill met Oneida and Greg Coleman, the developers. Yep. And from that conversation, things progressed, and that's exactly why we're here today. So, Jill, I want to make sure, because this has been a passion project for hers for 10 years. And again, I know there's some other developers that are here. I've talked to so many people that have taken tours of this building. We came through here with our land bank, our board, and it's just so exciting that we're here today. And so we want to also acknowledge there are numerous organizations that are partners in this endeavor, and want to mention them, and then each one is going to actually come up and say a few words. So obviously the City of Pontiac, Oakland County Housing Trust Fund, Michigan State Housing Development Authority, Michigan Economic Development Corporation, and two community development financial institutions, IFF and Sinair. And this project itself is a perfect example of how redevelopment, how it's made possible through collaboration, communication, and the tireless effort of a development team that understands the vital role that this building can play in the community. So before we get into our speakers, I do want to acknowledge the elected officials and dignitaries that are here. Sorry, I forgot to grab the sheet. And can be a daunting task because sometimes you forget someone or someone walked in. So I'm going to acknowledge who's here, and then we'll have some people raise their hand if we don't acknowledge them. But and some of them are going to speak today. We'll get to them. But the mayor of Pontiac, Tim Greimel, our Oakland County executive, Dave Coulter, our county commissioner, Angie Powell. I saw him here earlier, but city council member and president of the council, Mike McGinnis. Is Mike here? There he is. From the council, newest member, I think, Milana Jones. My former colleague in the state legislature, Brenda Carter, state representative. I know there's a representative here from Congresswoman Haley Stevens' office as well. Somewhere? Sure. Am I missing any other electeds? All right. Also want to make sure we acknowledge Pastor Jones, who, the church is right next door. So we took care of that housekeeping. And then our first speaker is someone, and it's no coincidence that here in Pontiac, we have some amazing council members and a mayor, and the development that we're seeing in this community and all the great things that are happening here, specifically in Pontiac, because of their passion. The mayor of Pontiac, Tim Greimel.
Good morning. And I say good morning both literally but also symbolically, because this represents a new dawn in the city of Pontiac. And this project is truly a big deal. It is one of many residential projects that are happening across the city. Another one started construction earlier this year downtown, the tallest building in the city. We have a lot of other new residential, either renovations or new construction from the ground up happening across the city. But this one is really special. This is a site that's on the National Historic Registry. It was, and I would argue still is, a beautiful, beautiful building. And we are so fortunate to have the Colemans who have chosen Pontiac to invest in, who have chosen this building to bring back to its former glory. And this really has been a team effort, because the Colemans deserve by far the most credit for their interest and investment. I want to give them a really rousing round of applause. But the county treasurer's office deserves a lot of credit, and not just Treasurer Winberg, but Jill Robinson as well. And I also want to just note that my colleagues on city council, and you heard them introduced earlier, all 7 of them, along with me and the executive office, strongly supported tax incentives to make sure that we could get this project off the ground. But I also want to thank West Construction, who's part of this project. I want to thank all of the financiers who are part of the financing stack for this project. This really is a team effort, and that's what it takes to bring beautiful buildings like this back to life. And so this is just a thrilling, thrilling example of that. I had long admired this building from the outside, and although Treasurer Winberg said the county's had this for 10 years, it was vacant long before that. So this building has been vacant for decades. And I finally, after admiring this building for 20 years from the outside, finally was part of a tour of it about a year ago. And it is still beautiful on the inside, and it's going to be just absolutely gorgeous when the renovations are complete. So thank you all for being a part of this. Literally all of you being here is part of the team effort to not just bring back Casa del Rey to its former glory, but to bring back the city of Pontiac to its former glory. So thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Greimel. And next, we have our Oakland County executive, who has created many critical programs that are enhancing many communities here in Oakland County and the life of people here in Oakland County. He's been a great partner to work with, and I'm so glad that he's here today. And he's going to talk about the program actually at the county, that has had an impact on this renovation. So Mayor, former mayor. Yeah. He was a former mayor of Ferndale. County Executive Coulter.
Mr. Treasurer, thank you. You know, I've been spending so much time in Pontiac, I feel like I live here. I should just, I have to check out the rentals maybe later. This is an exciting day for us. Just so you know, the county, you know, we understood several years ago when we started looking at the housing needs in Oakland County, we don't have enough housing and we don't have enough housing that's affordable for people. And there's a huge need for it. What can we do as a county to help incentivize this? And so we stood up a $20 million housing trust fund. Kyle and Khadijah and Madiha and Leanne and these folks over here are running this program. And we are now doing these kinds of projects throughout Oakland County. And I couldn't be more excited. It's something the county had never participated in before, never encouraged developers to do before. In fact, I was really stunned that when we first opened the trust fund and asked for applications, we didn't get very many. And I called up to the folks at MISTA, you remember this, state rep, and they said to me, Mr. Executive, developers, they don't know if you're serious about this or not. You know, there's not been a history of welcoming affordable housing in Oakland County. And I said, well, $20 million doesn't get anybody's attention. That should do something. But they helped us get the developers' attention. I'm not sure how we connected to you folks, but I am so grateful, Greg and Renita, for your entrepreneurship, your willingness, your bravery, your courage, and your determination to do this. And I want to stress, this isn't a nonprofit endeavor. These folks are developers that at the end of the day want to make a buck, and they should, because that is what that's the American dream. And the way that's going to happen is exactly what the mayor said, which is not just that this project is successful, but our vision, I think the vision that we all share is that Pontiac as a community from one end to the other, north to south, east to west, is successful. It's our county seat. It needs investment in some TLC, but we are all in on Pontiac, and I couldn't be more proud to be here. With all the other partners, and I don't want to start to thank people because I'll forget people, but I'll just say this. You know, I said this a lot over the years, and that is, it's a African proverb that resonates with me that says, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. If you look around this lawn today, we're doing this together. Real progress happens when we come together, and that's what this project symbolizes. So excited to be here. Thank you for letting us be a small part of it. Thank you.
And the excitement is palpable here. I mean, all the people that are here, there's even busloads of people being dropped off which is amazing. I mean, this is all the different people that are here. So we're definitely excited. I think this is an exciting time for Pontiac and specifically here. And then again, we wouldn't be here today without the two wonderful people that. Oh, all right, hold on.
She looked up and saw all the people in the room. I said I didn't want to recognize people because I'd forget somebody, but former county commissioner and housing passionate advocate, Helene Zach, she's not an elected official anymore, she retired, but would you just please be acknowledged because this trust fund was her original concept. Thank you.
That's all right. Well, to add to that, I should have acknowledged her because she was my county commissioner and a friend because I went to school with her daughter. So I've known her for quite some time. But getting back to the wonderful people that are making this all happen, and they've been working tirelessly on this project. And I can tell you, they do not take no for an answer. And that is why they have been successful thus far. So please give a warm welcome to Renita and Gregory Coleman, the developers.
All right, thank you.
And then stay around here after because Brenda's going to come up and do a tribute right now.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here to celebrate this significant milestone with us. Your presence means the world to us. And we're honored to have you join this journey with us. It has truly been a journey. a 2-year journey. This project began as many great ideas do over a cup of coffee. Jill Robinson, the executive director of Oakland County Land Bank Authority, and I sat down and dreamed together. Today, that dream has taken root here at 111 Oneida. And we're thrilled to finally see this become a reality. But this project is no solo effort, as you have heard. It's a vision divinely ordered and a testament. Go ahead, give it up, give it up. And a testament to what's possible through collaboration. So many of you, from organizations to individual supporters, you've walked this journey with us, and we owe immense gratitude to Jill Robinson, to Robert Wittenberg and his team for your vision and support. I want to take a step back with Jill, right? We talked about it started with a cup of coffee. But along the journey, Jill has supported us through the guidance. She's been our champion, our advocate, cheerleader, and provided invaluable guidance through every stage and obstacle we came into. We would like to extend our heartfelt appreciation to the city of Pontiac, local, county, and state elected officials for their unwavering support, which has been instrumental in making this project a reality. The Historic Committee, Deborah Younger, Mayor Grimel, City Council, and District 2, where are you? The founders of WSDI. All right. Karen Burton, Jill Ferrari, Rachel Downs, Lisa Burton, Brenda Devine. WSDI is a program for women in development to guide us through phases of development and a safe place for women to share their ideas and projects with encouragement and guidance. We Build. Where are my We Build sisters? All right. Which is a collaboration with WSDI and SENER, which provides expert advice by industry subject matter experts, and they provide a sisterhood in development. To our funders, we can't forget our funders. Our funders believed in our vision and our capability to make it to this day, making the redevelopment of this century-old structure possible. MEDC, MISTA, Oakland County Housing Trust Fund, SENER, and IFF. We are extremely grateful for the support of our family and friends who continue to encourage and inspire us. Joining us today are our parents, and if you all don't mind taking a stand when I call you out. Our parents, our daughter, our siblings, nieces, nephews, cousins, and my sisters and brothers from another mother. All right. Thank you for your support, your guidance, and belief in us. You've been our backbone, and we couldn't have reached this day without each of you.
Again, we are incredibly grateful to be inaugural recipients of the Oakland County Housing Trust Fund and the Oakland County Brownfield Housing TIP. Your support has been critical in turning this vision into a reality. These contributions represent more than funding. They really represent a partnership, and David Coulter pointed that out specifically. They represent a commitment to affordable housing and the continued revitalization of this community. As African American community developers, we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors. And a broad set of shoulders that I stand on today are in the audience. My father's here. Dad, can you raise your hand? I point him out, and I continue to point him out because he was the first generation business owner in the city of Pontiac, and I am now the second, thanks to him. And we honor their perseverance, their strength, their sacrifices, and dreams, which helps to drive us. It's our mission to keep paying it forward for future generations. So our daughter and your sons and your daughters can be owners and developers in this same space for generations to come. This historic century-old building and this neighborhood stand as symbols of resilience of Pontiac, inspiring hope and growth here in the city, where residents and families will grow, connect, and thrive. And we want to create an atmosphere where you have no choice but to grow and connect and thrive. It also serves as a testament to the power of collective action and collaboration. As developers, our mission is clear. It's to build sustainable, affordable housing that uplifts communities and leaves a positive impact. We build for the future, not just for today. This is not fly by night, ensuring the growth and strength of Pontiac and its residents for years to come. Our mission goes beyond building homes or just empty buildings. We build communities. Communities are living organisms. Today, we celebrate a space that embodies that mission and celebrates Pontiac's resilience and strength. Again, we are incredibly grateful for the tremendous support, prayers, shoulders to cry on, and the guidance that we've received. Your presence here today humbles us and reminds us of the importance of this work. So thank you all for believing in us and partnering with us, walking on this journey with us, and being here to witness this today. Together, we've planted a seed of hope and progress in the city of Pontiac. May this be only the beginning of more revitalization, inspiration, and opportunity for this community. Let's keep building, growing, connecting, and thriving together. Thank you.
And while they're up here standing with us, we're going to bring our state representative for this area, Brenda Carter, who has a tribute to present to them.
Good morning, everyone. Indeed, this is a privilege and an honor to be here, but I would be honored if my representative from MEDC and my representative from MISTA will stand with me with this presentation. Please come up. Mark Garsha, come on up. Come on. Where's Mark? Okay, please. It's a high priority for the Whitmer administration to provide affordable housing and economic development to every community in Michigan. But it's a special honor when something of this magnitude happens in the city that I represent. I'm going to keep my comments short because so many things have been said by the county exec and the mayor, which is true. It's wonderful when you can work with your local government, your county government, your state administration to help dreams come true. And how could I forget you? Okay, that was big shoes for me to follow. But on behalf of myself, State Representative Brenda Carter, representing the communities of Auburn Hills, Waterford, and the entire city of Pontiac, Senator Jerry Moss, 7th Senate District in the Senate, Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist, too, and Governor Gretchen Whitmer, we at MEDC, MISTA, and the 102nd Legislature would like to present you with this tribute.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
One more time for Renita and Greg. Tenacious, that's for sure. Next from MISTA, from the Missing Middle Housing Program, we have Josh Campbell to talk about their participation in this project. Josh?
Good morning, everyone. Kind of hard to follow some of that up there. I got A little bit here. I'm Josh Campbell from the Michigan State Housing Development Authority, working on the Missing Middle program. It has definitely been a long road, kind of working through this project with Renita and her team. She worked very hard. It's obvious why this building is so special. It's striking architecture, and it's the largest apartment building in Pontiac. It's been open for almost 100 years, or around for almost 100 years. Every time we support a historic rehabilitation, it feels like we've doubled our impact. Not only are we adding safe, quality, affordable housing to this local community, we are also reactivating a historic building that has been vacant for a long time. What's even better is this project is an urban infill, adding density to the city of Pontiac. That's good for the environment, good for the residents, and helps build a stronger and more resilient community. Successful projects like this are difficult to put together, so they require partnerships. To successfully rehabilitate Casa del Rey, the developers, working with MISHDA, MEDC, the City of Pontiac, SENER, IFF, the County Land Bank, and many other partners, the list just goes on and on. I want to thank all of you for all your support and efforts towards this. On a personal note, it's really gratifying to be able to see an investment in Missing Middle and that program come to this fruition and be here in person, seeing shovels in the ground. It's the first one of many for me, and I love to see it happen. With that being said, I just want to say thank you to everyone, and thank you for having me here, and let's put some shovels in the ground.
And now we'll hear from Michelle Wildman, the Chief Place Officer with MEDC and a lender to this project. Michelle.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here today. The Whitmer administration's economic development strategy is focused on investing in people, revitalizing places, and attracting projects to grow jobs in Michigan. And I am the chief place officer, and I think I have the coolest one of those pillars because I have the pleasure of helping revitalize our assets. And that's what I think these old buildings are. They're truly assets. And I get to work with so many creative people throughout the state that have the vision and the tenacity, because this is not for the faint of heart. It is a long journey that takes a lot of patience and a lot of resilience, and you never know what you're going to find in an old building. And so I think that this particular project has so many of the ingredients that that we are focused on the places team, from the active main street that you have in the community, which really puts emphasis on historic preservation, the land bank. I think back in 2014, maybe when Jill started this project, she and I might have been working together because I worked at a land bank at some point, and they're really valuable partners. You see a community in Scenario with its programming that is working to invest in homegrown development talent. People with connections to communities really do some of the best projects because they feel the community, they live in the community, and all the affordable housing this is going to bring online to really support and provide opportunities for the workforce. All of that are critical ingredients in our work in places and our essential pieces of the economic development puzzle and the framework we're working to implement in Michigan. So my congratulations to the development team. I hope this is the first of many to come. We certainly have many old buildings in the state that can, with just a little TLC, can be new, thriving pieces of community. I would be remiss if I didn't thank our legislative partners, Rep. Carter, and we appreciate your ongoing support for tools like the CRP program that really enables our work with developers and to revitalize our neighborhoods throughout the state. So thank you. And again, my congratulations to the partners at the county and the city and the development team for getting here today.
So IFF is also an important lender to this project, and here with us today is Beverly Lloyd, Managing Director of Lending for the Eastern Region. Beverly.
Hello, good afternoon. I think it's afternoon by now. So as I said, I'm Beverly Lloyd from IFF, Managing Director of Lending for the Eastern Region. I'm honored to be a part of this celebration today. Quality housing is the foundation of strong communities. Being a part of making housing a reality for all is some of the most important work we do at IFF. Working at the intersection of facilities and finance, IFF champions nonprofits and for profits, change makers, to shape more equitable and vibrant communities through community centered lending, development, and real estate consulting. Put simply, we strive to turn ideas into action by partnering with organizations and developers like the Colemans to provide the resources they need to bring their visions for the communities to life. We believe that everyone has the right to live in a safe, quality, and affordable setting, which is exactly what this project will provide to numerous families in Pontiac. Castle Del Rey's healthy living spaces focus on energy efficiency and community centered designs are testament to Renita and Gregory's dedication to this community, its people, current and future. I first started talking with them over a year ago, and it has been quite a journey. Um, it seems that IFF specializes in complicated projects, so this was perfect for us. But I have to say, working with the Colemans has been a joy and a pleasure. They are very dedicated, very courageous. Because like someone else said, this is not for the slight of heart. This is not for the weak constitution. You have to be really ready to overcome so many obstacles, many of which you cannot foresee. And they did that admirably all along the way. Um, Being emerging Black developers, emerging female developer is also something I'm extremely proud to support. And something we need to see more of in the communities in which we all live and work. And so it was a joy for me and a pleasure for me personally to be involved in this project over and above what it meant to IFF as a whole. So just wanted to, to add that little, those little personal comments. I love you guys too. So, so this project exemplifies what's possible when community change makers, partners, and government collaborate to solve challenges and have access to the capital needed to realize their goals. IFF is proud to have had the chance to play a role in bringing the revitalization of Castle Del Rey closer to fruition by providing critical capital and through our partnership with the Colemans. Thank you.
We're winding down the program, I promise. Sharita Smith is the Senior Vice President of Cinere's Detroit market. And also of note, Cinere is a sponsor of the We Build program that Renita graduated from. And Cinere is a lender to this project. So come on up.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be with you all this afternoon. Everybody code? Anybody code? Okay. All right. So we will speed it up. I would be remiss to not acknowledge our amazing team that helps to make We Build possible. So We Build, Women Empowered to Build is a program that's designed to really help to scale, grow, fund women-led development firms. And Renita, like has already been announced, has been a participant in that. And it was hard for us to keep up with her, okay? So we launched a recoverable grant program. And it's hard for you to keep up with her too? Okay. But we launched this recoverable grant program and we could not get that thing up and running fast enough to be able to support this amazing project. But we are so proud of you and you for your dedication and stick-to-itiveness to make this happen. I would be remiss without acknowledging our former market lead in Detroit who helped to really build out this program, Miss Lisa Campbell, who's now a part of the administration with the city of Pontiac, and Jessica Hinton, our program manager. Our partners with the Women's Sustainable Development Initiative, these are some bad women that are doing amazing work across the state. And then the other women in the cohort that are like changing communities across the state of Michigan that are part of WeBuild. Just throw a hand up. Thank you all. Thank you all. It's been a amazing privilege to partner with you all. And again, Renita and Gregory, thank you for doing the hard work of reparative community development that really does not just change communities, but changes lives. God bless you.
Well, make no mistake, this is an exciting time in Pontiac. This is an exciting time for the Colemans and everyone here in the surrounding neighborhood. What we're going to do now is we're getting to the part that we all came here for, the actual groundbreaking. So what we're going to do is invite any of the speakers to come up, and we're going to take photos behind me, but a few other housekeeping things that we want to make sure you're aware of. So this is open in here. We have a lot of people here, so be patient. Don't all try to rush in there. But in the vestibule here, you can come in and take a sneak peek. And I don't know if are there renderings that are in there as well? Okay, so there's some renderings. And then also, Greg told me that there's going to be a celebration afterwards at CJ's Upper Deck, which is on Huron and Waterford. So anyone that wants to celebrate further, join us at CJ's. But at this time, we're going to ask all the speakers and the Colemans to come join us for a picture. And thank you all for being here today.